One of the first people on scene takes the stand at Thomas Clayton's murder trial. Will detail testimony heard today as the prosecution tries Clayton for the death of his wife, Kelly.
Over 20 campers and trailers were broken into at the Mantua Marina. Coming up, I'll share reaction from neighbors here at the park.
Plus, winter-like temperatures have returned. Joe will let us know just how cold it's going to get. WENY News starts right now.
This is WENY News at 6.
Good Friday evening, everyone. I'm Renata Steele.
And I'm Nick Witcherny. Thanks for joining us for WENY News at 6 o'clock.
Multiple witnesses taking the stand today in Thomas Clayton's murder trial as the prosecution begins trying to prove Clayton hired Michael Beard to kill Clayton's wife, Kelly.
WENY's Logan Wilson is following the trial. She has the latest on this afternoon's testimony from Michael Beard's wife.
Witness testimony is underway in Thomas Clayton's murder trial this afternoon. Holly Beard, the wife of Michael Beard, took the stand. Last November, Michael Beard was found guilty of being hired by Thomas Clayton to kill Kelly Stage Clayton. Today, Beard's wife, Holly, testified about her husband's whereabouts the night of Kelly's death. Holly said her husband, Michael, left that night after 11 o'clock on a bike that Thomas Clayton gave him. She said she saw her husband again around 1 in the morning that night. The defense asked Holly if she ever had seen Michael Beard drive his co-worker Luke's truck. Holly said yes. However, during the prosecution's rebuttal, Holly said she only saw Michael ride or drive Luke's gray truck when they worked for Paul Davis. She said she never saw Michael in Luke's truck during the year 2015. According to the prosecution's opening statements, Thomas Clayton provided Michael Beard with a red truck the night of Kelly's death. The trial will resume on Tuesday since Monday is a court holiday. And for the latest updates on this case, you can follow me on Twitter. But for now, reporting from the Steuben County Courthouse, Logan Wilson, WENY News.
Well, quite a bit colder across the Twin Tiers tonight compared to where we were at this time last night. Last night at this time, we were in the lower 50s across a good portion of the area. Now we're in the upper 20s, which is much more typical, obviously, for this time of year. And it's going to stay seasonably cold as we go through the weekend, but then warm up beyond that. 27 in Elmira, a northerly breeze right now at 7 miles an hour. Satellite and radar maps showing a couple flurries and lake-enhanced snow showers here off to our north and east, and that band of snow is dropping to the south. It's weakening as it does so, but we can't rule out some flurries or a light passing snow shower through the overnight period. Otherwise, mainly cloudy skies and temperatures heading down into the teens for lows. So here's a look at our forecast here for tonight and tomorrow. I'm calling for basically cloudy skies in place. A couple passing flurries or light snow showers. Temperatures tonight down to 12. 33 for tomorrow's 5-degree guarantee. Best chance for flurries tomorrow over the northern tier of Pennsylvania as the weak system bypasses us to the south. Expecting more sunshine for the second half of the weekend and then warmer temperatures as we go into early next week. I'll let you know how much of a warm up we can expect coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Joe, thank you. Well, a string of burglaries strike Chemung County and police looking for answers tonight.
At least 3 restaurants were reportedly burglarized earlier this morning and cash was taken from all of them. WENY's Samantha Potter spoke with one of the restaurants targeted.
Well, the first thing I noticed was the back door wasn't closed all the way.
And just moments later, that's when Executive Director of Tags, Jesse Reeb, realized his restaurant had been burglarized.
And Jesse says once he got into the bar area, he noticed this ATM machine was down on the ground, and he could tell that the burglars had used a crowbar to pry it open, and you can still kind of see some of the damage done to the machine.
There was some considerable damage to the building. The 2 doors that they tried to force entry through, both of those have been damaged. The ATM machine has been damaged, our lotto machine, and all the cash registers in the building.
Between the money stolen and the damage to the building, Jesse estimates the loss to the business was close to $5,000. Judging from the security footage, the crime happened around 3:40 Friday morning.
Fortunately, we do have a fair amount of security cameras on site, so we were able to get some good, I wouldn't say great footage, but I would say good footage of the vehicle that they used and the 2 individuals that were inside. Unfortunate as it is, that is the cost of doing business. You have to prepare for these kind of things and have the appropriate measures in place. And fortunately, I think we're in an area where we can depend on our law enforcement. I think we have a very strong relationship with them, so we're very grateful to have that.
The Chemung County Sheriff's Office are handling the investigation. You're asked to call them if you have any information. Reporting in Big Flats, Samantha Potter, WENY News.
And there's no word yet if this case is related or not, but Elmira police are looking for these 2 suspects. They believe the 2 men were involved in a burglary at the Lake Street Burger King earlier this morning. That's where the photos are coming from. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Elmira Police Department. And police are investigating another burglary at Sugar and Spice in Horseheads. The village police say an undisclosed amount of cash was taken from the restaurant. And again, there's no word yet if these cases are related, but police say they're working together.
And members of the Mantua Marina received bad news from the Schuyler County Sheriff's Office.
Over 20 campers and trailers were broken into and robbed sometime in the last few days. WENY's Cody Carlson was at the park to get reaction from neighbors.
I'm standing at the Mantua Marina where sometime in the last few days, over 20 campers and trailers were broken into and robbed. I spoke to a few neighbors here at the park about the incident.
This is our summer home. This is, where we come for the summer to live. And someone invaded our privacy.
Summer residents of the Mantua Marina received calls from the sheriff's office letting them know what happened. Camper owners returned to the park to find shattered glass and ransacked homes. Although Marcia and William Pearson's property wasn't broken into, they say it's just as devastating.
Something has to be done. Even though we weren't hit, you don't know. We could be.
Unfortunately, Al and Pam Eisenman weren't as lucky. They live outside of Philadelphia but spend their summer weekends at the marina. Someone broke their sliding glass door and trashed the inside of the trailer.
It's just kind of devastating. It's, like I said, we take care of our things, and to have somebody come in and do this is just.
And it's never happened before up here. I mean, everybody watches out for everybody up here.
According to the Schuyler County Sheriff's Office, multiple guns were stolen from the residences. The Eisenmans told me the TV or VCR wasn't stolen, and at first glance, all that seems to be missing is some change. Both couples have something to say to the person or people who did this.
All I can say is God help you, because they say about paybacks, and God's going to get back at them.
They're idiots. They're idiots. And I hope they get caught. I hope they do.
The Schuyler County Sheriff's Office tells us this investigation is ongoing and anyone with any information should reach out to them as soon as possible. For now, reporting in Montour, Cody Carlson, WENY News.
Police arrested an Endicott man for allegedly sexually abusing a child. Police say 38-year-old Stuart Sranka subjected a girl younger than 11 years old to sexual contact. He's charged with first-degree sexual abuse and sent to the Broome County Jail without bail. 4 local school districts will be getting grant money from New York State to invest in technology. The Elmira Heights, Dryden, Watkins Glen, and Waverly Central School Districts are 4 of 65 Smart Schools investment plans that will receive funding. The money will go towards school connectivity and classroom technology. Governor Andrew Cuomo says the investment will help decrease the digital divide and increase access to technology and high-speed broadband internet.
The Department of Justice is releasing the results of a year-long investigation into the Chicago Police Department.
We'll tell you what the report said about serious civil rights violations by Chicago police.
And we're expecting some chilly conditions through the weekend, but a warming trend going through next week. I'll have the 7-day forecast for you coming up right after the break. But first, a live look at our Mansfield Sky Cam. You're watching WENY News at 6.